Hello everybody, myself Prasant Mukhopadhyay, faculty member, Electrical Engineering Department, Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management. So, in the last class, we have completed the unit, first unit, that is unit 1 of power electronics of your curriculum, power electronic course. Now, today we'll start the new unit, unit 2 of this is PNPN device. So, in this unit, we have discussed thyristors, brief description of members of thyristor family with symbol, SCR, DI characteristics and application, two transistor model of SCR, SCR turn-on methods, switching characteristics, gate characteristics, SCR ratings, SCR protection, series and parallel operation of SCR, gate triggering circuits, and different computation technique of SCR. So definitely, mostly that all about SCR, which is the important family member of the thyristor family, and sometimes or SCR means to thyristor itself. So let us start with this. Say types of thyristors and their applications. It's basically, if we go to the history of development of thyristors, so commercially, first thyristor device series were released in 1956. So with a small device, thyristor can control a large amount of voltage and power. The wide range of applications in light dimmers, electric power control, and speed control of electric motors. So previously, thyristors were used for current reversal to turn off the devices. Actually, it takes direct current, so it is very difficult to apply to the device. But now, by using control gate signal, the new devices can be turned on and turned off. So thyristors can be used to fully turn on and fully turn off. The transistor lies between turn on and turn off states. So, but thyristor used as a switch, and it is not suitable as an analog amplifier. So, with this introduction of thyristors, now we can tell what is a thyristor. It is a 4-layer solid-state semiconductor device with P and N-type material, PNPN. Whenever gate receives a triggering signal or gate current, then it starts conducting until the voltage across the thyristor device is under forward bias, so it acts as a bistable switch. Under this condition, to control the large amount of current of the 2 leads, we have to design the 3-lead thyristor by combining the small amount of current to this to that current. This process is known as control lead. The potential difference between the 2 leads is under breakdown voltage, then 2-lead thyristor is used to switch on the device. So it is the symbol of a thyristor. This is a commercially available thyristors. How it is looked at. Now this is the thyristor symbol. This is anode, this is cathode, and this is gate. Mainly thyristors operate in 3 states. First one is the reverse blocking mode. So in this mode of operation, the diode will block the voltage which is applied to the mediums in the forward blocking mode. So in this mode, the voltage applied in a direction makes the diode to conduct, but conduction will not happen here because the thyristor has not triggered. In forward conducting mode, the thyristor is triggered and current will flow to the device until the power current reaches below the threshold, which is known as double link current. So that's this all will be discussed later on when we will study the thyristor operation and its say characteristics, BI characteristics, etc. Now, in a nutshell, with the familiarization with this register family, the ACR is a very important member, which I told it is a symbol and it's defined say working state. Now, traditional layer diagram is shown here. Here it is a PNPN junctions, namely junction J1, junction J2, J3, J1, J2, and J3 shown. And if anode is at a positive potential with respect to cathode and gate terminal is not triggered with any voltage, then junction J1 and J3 will be forward west, and junction J2 will be reverse west condition. So J2 junction will be in the off state, no conductor will take place. If the increase in voltage across anode and cathode exceeds the forward breakover voltage VBO, then the avalanche breakdown occurs for junction 2, and then thyristor will be in the on state, it starts conducting. Now, if gate voltage VG positive potential is applied to the gate terminal, and breakdown occurs at junction J2, which will be of low value of say anode cathode voltage or VAK, the thyristor can switch on to on state by selecting proper value of the gate voltage VG, and under avalanche breakdown condition, thyristor will conduct continuously without taking consideration of gate voltage until and unless the potential between anode and cathode is removed or holding current is greater than the current flowing through the device. Here VG, that is the voltage pulse, which is the output voltage of the UJT reluctance oscillator, it is provided. Now we'll show two type of thyristor switching circuit: DC thyristor circuit and AC thyristor circuit. So DC thyristor circuit, when connected to DC supply to control the larger DC loads and current, we use thyristor. And the main advantage of thyristor in DC circuit is a switch gives a high gain in the current. Small gate current can control large amount of current, so thyristor is known as a current operated device. Here is shown. Say this is the gate signal. So this will be load. This is load. Okay, so that's all about the DC thyristor circuit and AC thyristor circuit. Connected with AC supply, the thyristor acts differently because it is not same as a DC connected circuit. During 1/2 of a cycle, thyristor is used as an AC circuit, causing it to turn off automatically due to the reverse bias condition. So when we will see the turn off technology of natural commutation process, then it will be clear to all of you. So basically this is this is a DC thyristor circuit, and this is AC thyristor circuit. Okay. Now we'll talk about what are the different types of thyristor based on turn on and turn off applications and turn off capabilities. Thyristors are classified into following types. Say silicon control thyristor or ACRs, gate turn off thyristors or GTO. See, we have discussed about GTO in our first unit, that is gate turn off thyristors. Basically, we discussed what is the basic difference of GTO thyristor with SCR, silicon control thyristors. So SCR and GTO are very, SCR cannot be off, can't off, say, with gate control, but in GTO, it can be turned up with gate control. So that's why it says very wide applications also. Then next one is emitter turn off thyristors or ETOs. Another one is reverse conducting thyristors or RCTs, bidirectional tired thyristors or TIACs, MOS turn off thyristors or MTOs, bidirectional phase control thyristor BCTs, fast switching thyristor or SCRs, light activated silicon control rectifiers or LASCRs, FET control thyristors or FET CTHs, integrated gate commutator thyristors, IGCTs, etc. So for better understanding of this thyristor family, we'll explain some of the types. Besides this list is not exhaustive. So we have, we can say DIAC, we have silicon control, switch, SBS, and another, etc. also belongs to thyristor family. Now we'll discuss silicon control rectifier. As we know, it is a major component, or most of the say power devices will be cannot be say imagined without this issue. So it is also known as a thyristor rectifier. It is a 4-layer current controlling solid state device. It can conduct current in only one direction, that is a unidirectional device, and it can be triggered normally by the current which is applied to the gate terminal. So I told you that later on we will discuss in details of say different characteristics and ratings, protection, applications of this issue. GTO, as I told you, so it also has been discussed in our earlier class, earlier module. One of the special type of high-power semiconductor device. So gate terminal control switches to be turned on and off. The positive pulse is applied between the cathode and the gate terminals, then the device will be turned on. And cathode and gate terminals behave as a PN junction, and there exists a small voltage relatively between the terminals. It is not reliable as an SCR. To improve the reliability, we must maintain a small amount of the positive gate control. If a negative voltage pulse is applied between the gate and the cathode terminals, then the device will turn off. So to induce the gate cathode voltage, some of the forward current is stolen, which is in turn induced forward current may fall, and automatically GTO will transition to the blockage. So it has applications on variable speed motor drives, high power inverters, and traction. So here is the application of GTO on variable speed drive. Two main reasons for adjustable speed drive is process energy conservation and control, and it provides smooth operation, high frequency reverse conducting GTO is available in this application. These are the GTOs. So that's all. This is the GTO application on variable speed. Is shown here. This is basic ACS. Okay, and this is GTO. So this is the load, and the signal getting the signal. So this is about GTO and its applications. Already we have talked about So now we'll discuss about another important member of thyristor family, emitter turn-off thyristor. This emitter turn-off thyristor is a type of the thyristor, and it will turn on and turn off by using MOSFET. It includes both the advantages of the MOSFET and GTO, and consists of two gates. One gate is used to turn on, and another gate with a series MOSFET is used to turn off. Here is the symbol. Is to get one for turn on and one for turn off. So this one is connected with MOSFET in series. So if gate 2 is applied with some positive voltage, and it will turn on the MOSFET, which is connected in series with PNP and thyristor cathode terminal. The MOSFET connected to the thyristor gate terminal will turn off when the applied positive voltage to gate 1. Drawback of this MOSFET connected in series with gate terminal is that total voltage drop increases from 0.3 volt to 0.5 volt, and losses correspond to it, of course. So see, this is symbol. So anode, two gates, turn on and turn off this current. Now application, emitter turn off thyristor device is used to fault current limiter and solid-state circuit breaker because of its high capability of current interruption, fast switching speed, compact structure, and low conduction loss. So that's why it is widely used for solid-state circuit breaker. And its operating characteristics in the solid-state circuit breaker is discussed in this circuit diagram. When compared to electromechanical switchgear, the solid-state circuit breakers can provide advantages in lifetime, functionality, and of course speed. During turn-off tangent, we can see the operating characteristics of an ETO semiconductor power switch. Here it is. So actually it will be used here. Now we'll talk about reverse conducting thyristors, or RCT. So the normal high power thyristor is different from reverse conducting thyristors, and RCT is not able to perform reverse blocking because of reverse diode. So if we use a free will or the reverse diode, then it will be more advantageous for this type of device, because the diode and SCA will never conduct, and the simultaneously cannot produce it. So this is a symbol of RCT. Now application, RCT or reverse conducting thyristors applications in frequency inverters and changers, used in AC controllers by using snubber circuits. Now use of RCT in AC controller by using snubber circuit is shown here. So protecting semiconductor elements from over voltage DVT protection circuit by arranging the capacitors and resistors in parallel to the switch. Capacitor, resistors in series parallel to the switch. Individually, so the component are always protected from the over voltage. So this is about your RCT, reverse conducting thyristors, its application in AC controller with snubber circuit for protection of over voltage. Now, bidirectional triode or tracks. Track is a device for controlling current, and it is a three-terminal semiconductor device. It is derived from the name control and triode for alternating current. So triode TR and alternating current AC. So TRI is track. So the thyristor can conduct only in one direction, but track is able to conduct in both directions. There are two options to switch AC waveform for both halves. One is using track and other is back-to-back amplifiers. To switch on one half of the cycle, we use one thyristor, and to operate other cycle, we use reverse connected thyristors. So this is the symbol of track, terminal 1, terminal 2, and this is gate. Mostly used in applications as a domestic light dimmers, small motor controls, electric fan speed controls, controlling of small domestic AC power appliances, etc. So we are seeing here an application in domestic light dimmer by using this is track. This is also another important member of thyristor family. So by using the chopping part of AC voltage, the light dimmer will work. It allows lamp to pass only the parts of the waveform. If a dim is more than chopping of the waveforms is also more, mainly power transport will determine the brightness of the lamp. So typically track is used to manufacture the light dimmer, and these are some specific members of thyristor family. Besides these members, there are many other members also, namely diac, bidirectional diode thyristor, SUS SAS, silicon unilateral switch, then SCS, silicon control switch, SBS, silicon bilateral switch, LASCR, light activated SCRs, LASCS, light activated SC, silicon control switch, etc. So this is all about types of thyristors and their applications. So far we have seen this. We have discussed mainly the members of the different important members of the thyristors family. That is SCR, GTO, ETO, RCT, TRIAC, then MTO, DIAC, BCT, bidirectional pulse phase control thyristor, fast switching thyristor, LASCR, then FET control thyristor, then the integrated gate counter thyristors. So these are the family members of thyristors, but some of the important members we have discussed. So this is SCR, then GTO, then its application ETO, then we have discussed about RCT, we have discussed about track, uh, and also there are many important members are there, but it is not beyond the scope of discussing of all the members. Uh, they, so there are members of DIAC, DIAC, SASH, SCS, SBS, light activity SCS, light activity SCS. These are all very important members. So we have discussed some of them. Now it's necessary to acknowledge where I have taken the photo. So the photo credits thyristor symbol, Wikimedia, thyristor layer diagram from Tumblr, DC thyristor circuit, electronic tutorials, GTO on Think Electronics, track on electronic repair guide, domestic light dimmer, GZK types of thyristor, electronics hub. So lot many good say lectures, PDF videos are available in the say website. You can consult them also. Okay, so that's all about different members of the thyristor family, GPNPN devices. So with this we'll conclude today's class. I ask you to go through the lecture very carefully, listen it, say, and if you have any queries after reading it, and after if you have any problem with this lecture, you can directly contact me and we'll discuss. Will be available, as I told you, in mail, WhatsApp, mobile number, etc. So that's all about today's lecture. Thank all of you for say giving patient hearing of this lecture. Thank you.